Why every superpower wants Greenland. America wants it. Russia is watching it. China wants access to it. And Europe is suddenly realizing this frozen island may be one of the most strategically important places on Earth. Greenland has fewer than 60,000 people. Most of it is covered by ice. So why does everyone care? Because Greenland sits between North America, Europe, and the Arctic. It is close to one of NATO's most important military corridors. It hosts a critical American space and missile warning facility. And beneath its ice may lie minerals essential to the technology of the future. But there's something even bigger happening. The Arctic itself is changing, and whoever gains the advantage there could shape the next era of global power. Forget the ice. Look at the map. Greenland sits between Canada and Europe, directly beside the North Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean. That makes it strategically valuable. One of the most important areas nearby is the GIUK Gap: Greenland, Iceland, and the United Kingdom. During the Cold War, this region was critical for monitoring Soviet submarines entering the North Atlantic. Today, Russia is once again expanding its military capabilities in the Arctic. Then that makes Greenland important all over again. Because Greenland isn't sitting at the edge of the world, it's sitting beside a gateway between the Arctic and the Atlantic. Here's something most people don't realize. The United States already has a major military presence in Greenland. At the northern end of the island sits Patuxent Space Base, formerly known as Thule Air Base. Its missions include space surveillance and missile warning. Why does that matter? Because Greenland's location gives the United States a powerful position for monitoring the northern approaches to North America. This is why America cared about Greenland during the Cold War. And it's why Greenland matters again today. But if America already has access, why does Washington want even more influence? The answer is the Arctic. For centuries, the Arctic was a barrier. Too cold, too dangerous, too difficult to navigate. But Arctic sea ice has declined dramatically over the long term. And that is creating new possibilities for shipping, resources, and military activity. The Arctic isn't about to replace the Suez Canal or the Strait of Malacca. There are still enormous problems: ice, weather, insurance, and seasonal restrictions. But you don't need the Arctic to replace today's major trade routes. You only need it to become an alternative. Because the moment a country has another route, its dependence on existing choke points decreases, and that changes geopolitics. Russia understands this better than almost anyone. It has the world's largest Arctic coastline. Moscow has expanded military infrastructure across the region and developed the Northern Sea Route as a strategic economic corridor. For Russia, the Arctic is both an economic opportunity and a military fortress. But China is looking north too. Beijing has described itself as a near-Arctic state and promoted the idea of a polar Silk Road. China wants access to Arctic shipping, resources, infrastructure, and influence. And now, America, Russia, and China are all looking toward the same region. The Arctic is becoming a new geopolitical chessboard, and Greenland sits right beside it. But military power isn't the only prize. There are also critical minerals. Greenland is known to contain deposits of rare earth elements and other minerals considered strategically important for modern technology. These materials are used in electronics, electric motors, renewable energy technologies, and advanced military systems. And this matters because China dominates much of the world's rare earth processing. The United States and Europe want to reduce that dependence. Greenland could potentially become part of that strategy. But there's a catch.
Extracting minerals in Greenland is incredibly difficult. The climate is harsh.
Infrastructure is limited. Projects are expensive. And environmental concerns are significant. So Greenland isn't simply a giant treasure chest. Its real value may be what it could become. And then, Donald Trump put Greenland at the center of global attention. His argument was based largely on national security and the growing strategic importance of the Arctic. But here's the part people often miss. America's interest in Greenland didn't begin with Trump. The United States has considered Greenland strategically important for decades. What changed was how openly the issue was discussed. Suddenly, a remote Arctic island became a major geopolitical headline. But Greenland isn't empty. It has its own people, its own government, and its own political future. Greenland is a self-governing territory within the Kingdom of Denmark. So, the real competition may not be about ownership. It may be about access, military access, economic access, mineral access, shipping access, and influence. For centuries, great powers fought over ports, then oil, then pipelines, then strategic choke points. Now, the next great competition may be happening somewhere completely different, at the top of the world. Because as the Arctic changes, the map changes. And when the map changes, power changes with it. That's why America cares about Greenland, why Russia is strengthening its Arctic position, why China wants a role in the region, and why Europe can no longer treat the Arctic as a distant frozen wilderness. Greenland may look empty, but strategically, it is anything but empty. It is a military gateway, a potential source of critical minerals, a position beside major North Atlantic routes, and potentially a gateway to the future Arctic economy. So maybe the real question isn't, why does every superpower want Greenland? Maybe the real question is, what happens when Greenland becomes the center of the new Arctic world? Because the next great geopolitical contest may not happen in the Middle East. It may not happen in the Pacific. It may begin at the top of the world. The Arctic race. Who will control the new northern trade route?